Good evening, and welcome once again to our evening reflections. Let's start with this question. How was your day? Do you have any good God sightings? Anything you are especially grateful for today? I thought this evening would be a good time to reflect on and to develop an attitude of gratitude. In the scriptures we see in Thessalonians 1, I give thanks upon every remembrance of you. Spiritual writers through the ages have underscored the importance of developing an attitude of gratitude. St. Ignatius of Loyola is probably most famous for his examen, a way to reflect on the day, at the end of the day, on the activities of the day, and look for the presence of God's Spirit in these events. Dennis Lin, Sheila Fabricant Lin, and Matthew Lin have a wonderful book called Sleeping with Bread, Holding What Gives You Life. In the beginning of the book, they share the following story on how they named this book. During the bombing raids of World War II, thousands of children were orphaned and left to starve. The fortunate ones were rescued and placed in refugee camps where they received food and good care. But many of these children had lost so much they could not sleep at night. They feared waking up to find themselves once again homeless and without food. Nothing seemed to reassure them. Finally, someone hit upon the idea of giving each child a piece of bread to hold at bedtime. Holding their bread, these children could finally sleep in peace. All through the night, the bread reminded them, "Today I ate, and I will eat again tomorrow." This book is filled with a variety of exercises to help us live a life of gratitude and to pay attention to the often quiet whispers of God's invitation to a deeper relationship with God, self, and others. One of my favorite practices from this book is to ask myself at the end of the day, for what am I most grateful? Let's practice. Take a slow, deep breath. Place your hand on your heart and ask God to bring to your heart the moments you are most grateful for this day. Just wait upon God for an answer to come from the heart. Then ask God to bring to your heart the moments for which you are least grateful. And again, wait for the answer to emerge from the heart. Take a moment to give thanks to God for your moments of gratitude and your awareness of them. Share some of your experiences with families and friends and ask them these same questions. What are you most grateful for this day? What are you least grateful for this day? Whether it is most grateful or least grateful, it is still gratitude. This practice helps us to keep in perspective all that we have experienced in the course of a day. These exercises can be used as a family. Children seem to love them, or with a friend, so that the reflections may be shared with others, and there is the added opportunity to grow in faith together. This exercise can also be done alone, and reflections may be journaled or drawn or sung, or any creative expression that works for you. Every day brings us fresh opportunities to be grateful. What are your favorite moments these days that bring you to a point of gratitude? Mine is that first sip of coffee in the morning when I raise my cup and toast God for another day. We are grateful, too, for the inner landscape of life, where the peace and joy and love of God dwells and gives meaning and direction to our lives. Brother David Steindl-Rast, in his book, Gratefulness, the Heart of Prayer, says, "Our minds can recognize a gift as gift, but only our hearts can rise to gratefulness." As we navigate the ups and downs of these days, may our hearts rise in gratitude to the one who loved us first and loves us best. May God bless each one of us with a grateful heart. Amen. Have a good evening.